Good morning. It is Friday, February 7th, a.k.a. the last Friday before the Super Bowl. I've got Elena Ciccotelli in the studio today with a bunch of other guests because when Steve was on yesterday, started a little ruckus, and now there's the More Than Cars Super Bowl Charity Smackdown is actually a real thing.
In less than 24 hours, you've managed to, I think, galvanize the entire industry into putting a wager. Put your money where your mouth is on this game on Sunday. I don't know. Is there a game happening on Sunday?
Oh my gosh, we're so psycho over this in my household right now. Like, my kids woke up and they all came downstairs in jerseys. Everybody's go birds in one another. Like, my youngest is going to lose her mind on Sunday. So it's just, inside though, I have to say I am preparing for a crushing defeat.
No, but it's gonna be 31-28 Eagles.
That's it. Oh man, that's a tight game. I don't know if I can take it.
Well, I did book a spa appointment on Sunday, so my blood pressure was not.
Yeah, well, if it's in Philly, the therapist's blood pressure might be high, right. So you might be getting a little bit.
Feel like a really
getting that deep tissue massage on Sunday. Right. So here's the deal. We started this challenge. We had this little idea that, I was going to call out some friends and bet them. What I would call the ultimate sacrifice for me is that if the Eagles win, they have to wear an Eagles jersey and, do the Eagles chant. If the Chiefs win, I would do the unthinkable, put on a Chiefs jersey and perform the tomahawk chop. And then Steve Greenfield drops a comment as we're on the show yesterday. He's like, what we should do? We should make it bigger. Right. And that's what he does. He just parachutes in these little ideas to entrepreneurs all over the world. And sometimes every once in a while we were like, we can do that. So we did it. We got together with our favorite charity vehicles for change. We work with them a ton. And we have some special guests today with the president and CEO of NCM. We have Steve Greenfield. We have Marty Swartz, the president of Vehicles for Change. We're going to bring them in a minute. But I just want to explain to you how this works. So there's a LinkedIn post that features the entire thing. There's the image on the screen. It looks just like this. You can get to that image by going to ASOTU.com/Super Bowl, and it'll bring you right to this LinkedIn post. It works like this. You go in the comments, you pledge the amount of money you're willing to, quote unquote, bet, in this case, donate, if your team loses. So just go in the comments and you'll see, you can see there's a lot of comments already, people wagering money. And then, a little smack talk is encouraged. And then if your team loses, the link is also in the post. We'll just click the link, go donate it to Vehicles for Change. You'll get a tax-deductible receipt. It's a great organization. They do some amazing things. They train formerly incarcerated to be certified technicians. They have almost, I think they do have 100% placement rate, get placed in dealerships and organizations. Meanwhile, they also repair and recondition donated cars, and they give those cars away to families in need. We gave one away last year live at ASOTUCon. It was unbelievable. So, and if your team wins and you still want to donate the money, I think everybody wins in that scenario, right?
Absolutely. And I think also, regardless of the outcome, I think we know what outcome that Paul and I are hoping for. But regardless of the outcome, I think, I know that I will definitely be donating no matter what. And so, again, like you said, great organization, great cause. Let's go. Again, Steve Greenfield's just over here giving assignments in, 24 hours. He's like, just go.
I know. And I heard that Yossi Levy, a car dealership guy, just dropped in the comments and dropped $500 on the Eagles. So let's bring in the guests. Let's bring in Steve Greenfield, founder of Automotive Ventures, Paul Faletti, president CEO of NCM, and then Marty Swartz, president of Vehicles for Change. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us on the show this morning.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Good morning.
And so the reason we've partnered with several companies, David Regn with Stream Companies couldn't be here, neither could Danny Zaslavsky of VinQ, is that these organizations that have a dog in a fight, we're going to try to guess who Paul's favorite team is. If you're only on the podcast version, he's got a giant Chiefs montage behind him. And these are companies who have broad dealership reach. They serve thousands and thousands of dealerships across the country. And they said, oh yeah, we're in, we're going to spread this word. We're going to do some good things. So, thank you for that. Steve, let me just go to you first. You just drop these ideas like it's change falling out of your pocket. And then every once in a while, someone executes. Is that how it works?
Well, I'm speechless. So kudos to you and the team. And I know it was a joint effort over there. So I have to call out Nathan as well, who's behind the scenes here. But you guys reacted quite well. I wasn't expecting much, but when you introduced us yesterday, Paul, I mean, I was like, why not? Let's go bigger. And, you know, I immediately drifted to Paul. And I'm amazed that you guys hadn't met before. But Paul literally responded in real time to my text. And thank you, Paul, for energizing things. I know you guys are local out there, so you've got a lot of rabid fans on the other side of the equation. And you know, within an hour or so, you guys had the LinkedIn post up, and we've had incredible reactions already. So I encourage everyone to get on the LinkedIn post. See, you'll have a lot of friends whose names have already committed. And let's all do this for a good cause for Marty.
So Marty, I'm going to jump to you in a second so you can explain what you all do in more detail and elegance than I did. But Paul Faletti, thank you so much for jumping on. Like Steve said, like you jumping in right away it was like the supercharger that we needed to just be like, okay, we're going to do this. So thank you very much. And give us a little bit of background on like why this engaged you from the beginning, like why you're like, we're in.
Thank you. So first and foremost, Marty, congratulations. You've got a great organization. So I did a little research, and what you're doing is the reason why we jumped in. You know, that just makes sense. So thank you for charging us. You inspired us to get involved. And Paul Daly, you're going to look good in red. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, please. My kids might not talk to me for a week. Elena, are you going to be with me on this, or are you going to let me hang out to dry?
No. I will. We will solidarity here. You know,
okay.
I will absolutely. Yes.
Just so you know, this is the Eagles jersey that's getting shipped out when somebody has to wear it. It's the 2022 because we had ASOTUCon, our big event in Philly. So this is an ASOTUCon jersey. It's got to get shipped back, but it's signed by Brian Westbrook, and it'll be the ultimate. You know, because if you're not an Eagles fan, I can only imagine how it must just grind at you when you hear those idiots just be like, right? And so now we'll see what happens. Marty, thanks for jumping on. You have a family connection to the Eagles Super Bowl win a couple of years ago. Explain what that is.
Yeah, I do. My cousin was Jim Schwartz was the defensive coordinator of the Eagles. Like I tell people, the only reason the Eagles ever won a Super Bowl was because of my family.
Thank you.
But they had a tremendous defense that year. Unfortunately, Jim has moved on to the Cleveland Browns,
so he's not in Super Bowls anymore.
So I root against him nowadays. But yeah, you know, I mean, I love football. I was a coach for 40 years in a variety of sports: baseball, soccer, and lacrosse. And it's just exciting. And to have you guys, you know, I mean, the ASOTU group, you guys are awesome. And I mean, to what you've done for Vehicles for Change over the last several years, and the love that you've shown us, and more so the people that we serve, is absolutely phenomenal. So this is very cool. And obviously being around sports for us, and the donation that we'll receive is tremendous.
So we were able to watch the game last week with a couple of your staff members in the New Orleans airport. Linked up with them, so we have some lifelong friendships there. Tell us just really quickly. You have a headquarters that is right outside Baltimore, near where we're having ASOTUCon again this year, but the organization has grown pretty broadly nationwide. Give us the scope of the organization at this point. Yeah,
so real quick, we're a 25-year-old program. I'm the founder and president of Vehicles for Change. We address the number one issue that low-income families have in gaining and maintaining employment, and that's transportation. And you guys all in the car business, you know, I mean, you just can't do anything in this country unless you have a car, and multiply that by a single mom trying to take care of her kids. It's just impossible. And then we kind of brought the program full circle 8 years ago when we started training individuals to be auto technicians. And we decided to work mainly with individuals coming out of incarceration. So we actually work with the hardest to serve folks. You know, as you mentioned, it's actually about an 80% placement rate, but it could be 100 if everybody wanted to go to work. After they're done. Not everybody is ready to do that. But more importantly is that we're keeping people out of incarceration. So our recidivism rate is 2.8%, and that's over a 7-year period.
What's the average recidivism rate for anyone who comes out?
It's north of 70%.
Wow.
So what a difference. What a difference. And how many locations or affiliate locations do you have across the country?
So now we're in 7 states because what we did, we launched a virtual reality auto technician training. And a lot of that was because we hear from so many dealerships that we need technicians everywhere. And so working with, you know, these dealerships across the country, we're We've got a virtual reality training now that we're actually putting inside prisons, inside jails, and departments of juvenile services, but also in high schools and community colleges. The goal is to really expand that pool of potential technicians, recruit more people into the field, because as you guys know, there isn't a dealership in the country that doesn't say, I need technicians.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, it's an unbelievable pleasure and honor to work with all of you, to help you, Marty, expand your vision to lead the auto industry, really, in giving back to communities, which is one of the things we do best. And I think it's quite ironic that the event that probably has some of the highest level of betting and wagering, which is usually like, I'm going to win, we figured out a way to turn this into a reason that the auto industry can actually contribute to communities all across the country and change lives and build the business. It's like all the things. So thank you for being such a big part of this. And we're going to come back on. And I will say that if the Eagles lose, this is going to be like one of the best consolation prizes ever.
Thank you.
So true. So true.
Well, thank you again. Thank you for coming on today. We're going to be in touch. Make sure, please, if you're listening or watching this, go to ASOTU.com/Super Bowl. And one of the coolest things you can do is obviously bet, but share the post. If you have a company and organization you want to be involved, get involved on behalf of your organization. If you can send this out via your email list and not just a social post, we know that will go a lot further. And I think maybe we even pick up a little publicity nationwide on how the auto industry did some amazing thing during the Super Bowl. So thanks again for everybody for being here. We'll be in touch very soon.
Thanks, guys.
Good seeing you.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Appreciate you.
Oh, Elena, what an industry we get to be a part of.
You know what? This is honestly, I can't imagine not working in auto. This is it. This is it. The whole reason. It brings a little baby tear to my eye. I love it.
Baby tears. All right, we have one story to talk about today since we wanted to make sure we promote this. This is a story that you actually sent through yesterday, and Stellantis is the only automaker with a Super Bowl ad this year. They're going big with the Ram, with a modern twist, they call it, on Goldilocks and the Three Bears, starring Glenn Powell, directed by David Leitch, who directed Deadpool 2 and John Wick. The ad's obviously blending humor, action, adventure. He's testing out the 2025 Ram 1500 Ram Charger, the 2500 Rebel, the 1500 RHO, picking the one that's just right for the job. Do you want to watch it?
I would love to watch it.
I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
It's so funny.
All right, let's watch it on the show.
Yes.
We get the live react to
There was
this
a
one.
girl with golden locks. You know what? Maybe it was like a rugged, woodsy dude. Yeah. Too hard, too soft, This Goldilocks wanted something tastier. Those look just right.
Model diversity.
First, he drove the Ram 2500 Rebel to pick up some dinner.
Now we have a dragon, a ram. Okay, we beat the dragon.
Tastes like sugar.
Let's try it at
Next,
home
he
at a
took the Ram
barbecue.
Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles. Then he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joyride.
What about the Three Bears?
This is my story. But yeah, the bears were there.
Nice cutback.
And they all lived happily ever after.
That is a great commercial.
Isn't
All right.
I 10 out of 10. Honestly, like, it checks all the boxes. We're obviously doing fairy tales, Fast and Furious style now, which I am a huge fan of. I was like, model diversity. The line up there. So, I mean, we're trading in porridge for dragon wing hot sauce. What's not to love? There's something for everyone.
There really is something for everyone. I think they nailed it. Super Bowl ads are about being fun, and Stellantis Ram, obviously a brand that could use a boost, use some good news. Obviously when you're a dealer and you're a Ram dealer, you have to be super excited when your company invests in a Super Bowl ad and actually executes really well.
Exactly. No, they again checked all the boxes. I'm ready to outrun some dragons now in I get, what is it, the Ram 1500 RHO was one of them.
That was pretty. Yeah, the truck
you
was pretty
can
dope.
outrun dragons now apparently. So
no EV Rams though.
Well, no, there wasn't there the
Was the Ram Charger in there?
Yeah, the Ram Charger was in
It's
there.
Nathan. Is the Ram Charger's an EV?
Yeah, I think that's the
I didn't know if that was like the engine and maybe it is like a partial.
I think it might be the EREV. Let me look at that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna add more letters like yesterday's show.
because the interesting thing about that one is if you notice when he's carving the tree, it's actually electric chainsaws.
Right.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes. So he plugged it into
I missed that.
The truck.
I missed that.
That was the little nod to electrification. Look, I have like a spidey sense for these things.
You do, right? You're like, I see it. Oh yeah, it is. It's what we talked about. It's what we talked about on Wednesday.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Right, which is the EREV, which is a vehicle that runs on battery, electric motors, battery power, but has a generator that just adds more capacity to the battery. It's not like a hybrid.
Correct.
Okay, then we've even worked in. It'd be cool if he like electrocuted the dragon.
That's right.
My favorite, honestly, my favorite part of that whole thing was when he almost puked when he tasted the porridge. That was like a great little taste.
I mean, Glenn Powell, I think this is going to rocket him to stardom.
Oh, he did great.
Just, he did Top Gun and all these other movies. No, this is your big break.
Yeah. The auto industry is your big break, like so many others. Elena, how are you watching the big game on Sunday?
At
You're
home.
Like anxiously, right?
Well, I already mentioned the spa appointment in the morning. No, so at home with Bear, we're going to do the whole actually, I am trying a new recipe. Cheesesteak egg rolls, I think are on the menu. So a little homage to Philly. And
what kind of cheese?
It's I was gonna say
Whiz Wit.
Whiz Wit.
That's what I was gonna say. Are they Whiz Wit?
Yeah. So in true South Jersey / Philly form. So it's gonna be fun. And I will note, I will be watching the Puppy Bowl, the 21st annual Puppy Bowl.
What channel is that on?
It's on Animal Planet at 2:00. It doesn't conflict.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
That's an easy win.
I know. So again, my obsession with dogs, I have to watch the Puppy Bowl at the same time. And is Subaru sponsoring it again? I think.
I mean, if they didn't sponsor it, what are they even doing?
Exactly. That's like their flagship event, I feel.
So tell me, your husband John, is he as psycho as an Eagle fan are you, or is he worse?
No, he's like way down.
Oh, so he's getting ready. He's getting ready. Like, I'm gonna have either like a super hyper Elena for the rest of the week, or a pile of mush that I'm gonna have to coach through the next week.
Exactly. So there's, I will say this morning when I walked out of my house, my neighbor across the street, he always has the American flag, but right next to it has the Eagles flag. The school bus that went down my street in the morning, it said "Fly Eagles Fly." Like,
yep. We're all in. We're all in. All right. Well, look, even if you're a Chiefs fan, we love you so much. That's the best part about community. Go to ASOTU.com/Super Bowl. Jump in, pledge some money, have a little fun, and man, when we get back, we'll be laughing or crying on Monday.
I don't know. Which one?